Hi, and welcome to Life Strategies Nourish Your Mind. One of your secret solutions to success is something you do every single day. The quality of your communication can really change the quality of your interactions. And yet, this is one area most often spoken about and a key area where things can go so wrong in all of our relationships. When it goes wrong, you end up feeling like you haven't been heard, not recognised, not validated. This can lead to feeling not good enough, feeling a sense of failure, and that sense of connection and not existing within a community can really start to make you feel anxious, have self-doubt, and in some situations, it can lead to other emotions of anger, fear, rejection, and many more. Unfortunately, most people don't know what their own language is, and this impacts every conversation and connection you have in your life. Understanding communication is one of your must-haves in your life toolbox. Without it, you miss the magic of building quality connections with others. So what options do you have to change and improve your communication? There's 3 key indicators that we'll look at now. The first one being identifying the signs. If you know what to look for and you know what it feels like, you're the first step there. Secondly, mastering the art of communication. This is about knowing what qualities make up the communication style you want to have in your interactions with others. And the third step is a 3-step system. It's a simple way to connect and build trust when you communicate. So how do you know if your communication is impacting you and your relationships? Let's take a look at some of the signs. It might be guarded communication. You have reservations, you're careful, you're restrained, and you're very wary when you're speaking to others or they're speaking to you. Communication is coloured by fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You're using a lot more energy in your communications to get your message across. There could be hidden agendas. This might show up as the need to win, to be right, to stay out of trouble. Distance and time delays. The person doesn't respond to your text, call, messenger message, and this could make you start to feel a little bit anxious. You might be a little bit worried, or you might start to second guess yourself, and then the questions build in your mind, and then you start to question if you've sabotaged that interaction. Sometimes you might feel like you've been pushed to behave in an extreme way or communicate in an irrational way when someone else is pushing your buttons. Remember though, no one else can do anything to you, as you have the choice on how to respond to whatever's happening in your external world. You can choose how you feel, the words you choose to use, and the response you give to all situations that are presented to you in your life. So, if your buttons are being pushed, you can choose how to manage that within yourself, and you can choose what to do for you to manage what is happening. Secondly, mastering the art of communication. Often when we think about communication, you don't take time to look at the qualities and what they mean for you or the person you're talking with or writing to. This means we don't have a reference point to know what good looks like, and therefore you don't have the examples of what you aspire towards. So how can you improve your communication and therefore lead as an example every day when you communicate with others? Take a moment now to pause this video and take in some of these qualities. The simple 3-step system to connect and build trust helps you to connect powerfully by using simple steps to build that connection. You continue to build trust and connection and respond powerfully by using this simple technique when you're talking with or writing to another person. Let's break it down. The first step is to restate their pain, problem, issue, challenge, to let them know you've heard them, you've listened to what they've said. The second step is to add your thoughts to respond to what they've said. Remember, you're responding, not reacting. And that only happens when you allow yourself time. A response is not emotive. It isn't filled with your own emotional baggage or unfinished business, and it usually is delivered in a loving way. The third step is to ask an open question. Here, the intent is to continue the conversation. Open questions are anything that doesn't result in a yes or no answer. Let's take a look at an example. The scenario is you're meeting someone on a date for the first time. They begin to tell you about their love of travel and how they miss being able to explore other countries. They mention especially Hawaii. So the first point here is to restate. Wow, your adventures are so inspiring. Not being able to travel has really restricted the sorts of adventures you've had by the sounds of it. The second step is to add your thoughts and respond to what they've said. Remember, you're responding, not reacting. I remember when I went to Hawaii for the first time, I loved the top island of Kauai. Your third step then is asking that open question. What was your most favourite island in Hawaii? The key when it comes to relationships, the quality of your communication can really change the quality of your interactions and enable you to enjoy magical connections. When you communicate in a way that makes the other person feel connected, supported, and truly listened to, it makes them feel that they matter. If you want to build and maintain strong connections with others, communicating well is absolutely one of your secret solutions to success. You hold the key.